Alright guys, so I got this 2004 Lincoln LS with a 5R55S that came in for a transmission because it had code P0732, P0735, and P0775. So it's gear ratio error in second, gear ratio error in fifth, and pressure control solenoid B. So I ended up finding that the piston was broken for the front bin, which is second and fifth. The center was broken right out. So we did that overhaul. I sleeved the case, did the bores, they were worn out. Put the trans back in the car. Now we're experiencing hard shifts and hard engagements, like the transmission is receiving high pressure. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the scan tool, we're going to take the voltmeter, put it on amps, and I'm going to run it in series with pressure control solenoids A, B, and C to see exactly what's coming out of the computer. To see if we have possibly some bad drivers. Now, some of you may know these Lincolns are known for computer issues. I did want to mention that solenoid pack can also cause the same problem, but I am discounting that at this time because a brand new solenoid pack was put in. So we're going to go over to the car and I'm going to run my amp meter in series. I'm going to identify all the wires, actually cut all the wires, because then I have them, temporarily jump together with a, with the jumper cable, a little wire lead, and we're going to run each one in series and see exactly what's coming out. So I'm going to have the scan tool hooked up. We're going to read what it says on the scan tool, and we're going to read what it says on the amp meter. Okay, if any of these drivers are bad because they each have their own, we're going to have two different readings. We're going to have one reading on the scan tool of what the scanner thinks it's putting out, and we're going to have one on the voltmeter in amps of what it's actually putting out. So we're going to go over to the car and do that now and see what we got. So I'm pretty much set up over there already. Just got to get the scanner on it, get the voltmeter on it, and we're going to go through pressure control solenoid A, B, and C to see which ones are bad. So I'll be back in 1 sec. We'll get that set up. So here is the computer on this Lincoln, and pardon all my my wires there, but I have all three pressure control solenoid wires cut, and you have to run the voltmeter. Here's my fluke meter. You have to run this in series to see exactly what's coming out of the computer. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go inside the car. I'm going to put the scan tool on. I'm going to put the voltmeter on amps. Okay. And it's showing 0 right now. So let me just get set up in the car with the scan tool. I'm going to show you what's coming out of pressure control solenoid B versus what I have on the scan tool to what I have on the voltmeter. Alright, so give me 1 sec and we're going to turn the camera right back on again. Alright, so as you can see with the scan tool, pressure control B and the parentheses is the A, which is amps. Alright, if we slide across, you see 0.624. Let me see if I can get it there better. Okay, so we got 0.624, which is what the scan tool thinks the computer is putting out. Alright, now we're going to go back around to the front of the car and see what the voltmeter reads. So I'll be back in 1 sec. Alright, now, according to the voltmeter, see, according to the scanner we had 6.624 amps, but according to the computer, we're hooked up right at the computer in series, I got 0.309. So we got a definite problem with this driver. And this is pressure control solenoid B. Now what I want to do is I want to hook up pressure control solenoid A, which the driver is good, and show you that the reading is the same. And then we can also check pressure control solenoid C, which that driver I believe is bad as well. Alright, so I'm going to hook that up. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the wiring diagram up here on the computer, and I'm dealing with pressure control solenoid C, B, and A. Alright, and there's 3 bolt connectors in this computer, and I'm working in the middle one. right now. So pressure control solenoid C is pin number 12 with a brown and white wire. Pressure control solenoid B is pin number 13 with the brown and yellow wire, and pressure control solenoid A is pin number 7 with the brown and green wire. All right, so that's what I'm working with. And we're going to check pressure control solenoid A now and to show you that that driver seems to be okay. So we're going to go do that right now. All right, now check out pressure control solenoid A, amps. The A in parentheses is amps. All right, we're going to slide it across, and we're dealing with exactly 1 amp. Okay, so that's what the computer, that's what the scanner thinks the computer is putting out. All right, so this driver actually is good. So now let's go take a look at the voltmeter. I got it hooked up to pressure control solenoid A, and you can do all this, of course, with the key on and engine off. All right, so let's go check the voltmeter. All right, the voltmeter, we got 0.989 coming out of pressure control solenoid A. All right, so this driver is good. So when I put this thing in drive, I do not have a harsh engagement, but when I put it in reverse, I have a harsh engagement, which would be pressure control solenoid C. All right, so we're going to check that one as well. So I'm going to hook that one up, and we're going to do the same thing with the scanner and check out the amp meter to wrap this up, to show you how to check the computer on these Lincolns. All right, so now let's look at pressure control solenoid C, amperage, and what the scanner thinks it's putting out is 9.73, and this thing hits pretty hard in reverse. So let's go see what's coming out of the computer. I got the voltmeter hooked up already. All right, so at the scanner, you saw it said 0.973, and at the computer, we got a half an amp, 0.500. So this is why this thing's slamming pretty hard in reverse, and the pressure control solenoid B, which works the 2nd and 5th band, I got a pretty hard shift in 2nd gear between the case being worn and the high pressure. That's probably what busted the piston. So we're going to be sending this computer out to be fixed. We're going to address all 3 drivers, even though A is good, but if there's something the guy can do, we're going to do all that. So I just wanted to show you guys how to check the computer on the Lincolns, you know, just going by scan tool data. For some reason it doesn't work. The scanner shows what the computer thinks it's putting out, but it's not the actual amperage of what the computer is putting out. As you can see, we went from 0.973 to 0.500, so definitely have high pressure going on in this unit. So we're going to send this thing out to be fixed and put it back in the car. We're going to do the relearn procedure, drive it around, let it adapt, and have the very nice lady come and pick the car up. So, all right, again, 2004 Lincoln LS, dealing with high pressure after overhaul, and we found 2 bad drivers on the PCM. So we're going to be sending this thing out to be fixed. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. All right, guys, and one last thing on this car. If you happen to get one with hard shifting, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but if the only problem is the drivers giving high pressure, you're probably not going to have any trouble codes. I did have codes because the band servo was broken, and once we did that and fixed it up and cleared the codes, they did not come back, but we are, of course, as you can see, dealing with high pressure. So I just wanted to point that out. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but you may also have no codes. All right, so I just wanted to mention that. Once again, thanks for watching.